I have a question for the Democrats and the Joe Biden supporters, especially the so-called Black Americans. Are you content with the condition of this country? Are you content with the high gas prices, the high prices in the stores and the supermarket, the inflation? Are you content with that? And are you content with that student loan forgiveness crumb that Biden is giving you? And technically, he's not giving you anything. Take time to think for a moment. Who is this student loan forgiveness going to benefit? He may mention Black Americans. First of all, you can't start no business with a $10,000 to $20,000 student loan debt. You can't buy a home with that. So he's blowing smoke up your behinds and you're eating it up. Biden has done nothing for this country. It's a smokescreen. It's a straw man. He's like the master of words, of flowery words to make you think that they're doing something for you when in reality, they're not. Biden gave trillions of dollars to Ukraine, and he's still giving money to Ukraine, to illegal immigrants. They have a free ride. They're able to fly for free across this country, going to anywhere they want to go on taxpayer dollars. They're put in plush hotels. They have health care free. Their children have formula. They are taken care of. The Biden administration is fighting hard. The Democrats are fighting hard for open borders and illegal immigrants. And you still support them? It makes no sense to me at all. You still support Joe Biden, and he's doing nothing for you. Just think of those of you Democrats that ran from that, fled from Democratic states, from New York, from California, because of the sad condition, the high crime. And you fled to Republican states. You fled to Florida. You fled to Texas for a better life. And then you're going to still vote Democrat? So now you want to turn Texas and Florida into the place you fled from, thinking that the next Democrat that's in office is going to do better than Biden. Not realizing that the same party is the same thing. You're going to get the same thing. Think about when Obama was in office. Black people, what did Obama do for you? Absolutely nothing. But he made you think he did something for you just because of the color of his skin. And you're still talking Obama. It makes no sense to me at all. So are you content with the condition of this country? Are you content with living the way that you're living? Are you content with trillions of dollars? And let me tell you something about this student loan so-called forgiveness. You're still going to pay because your tax dollars, they're going up on your taxes. You will still pay, but it's going to be deferred in a sense. Remember that PPP loan? You guys don't seem to learn from history, a very short history, where a lot of y'all got that PPP loan. Now, Trump said if he was in office, it would be wiped out. It would be forgiven. Those stimulus would be forgiven. You didn't have to pay those back. The minute Biden got in, you had to pay it back through inflation and through your taxes. But now you guys are happy-go-lucky. Oh, Biden did this for, it's election time. Of course, now the gas prices have gone down a little bit, but it's still high. Much higher than when Trump was in. But that's to make you think that he's doing something. See, he's got one thing going on over here and another thing he got going on over here, you know? See, he's doing a magic trick over here and over here. He's pulling the wool over your eyes and you just can't see it. You're still going to pay. And for black people to think that he's doing something for you, for the so-called student loan forgiveness crumbs, I'm calling them crumbs. You see the picture of the crumbs in the background? They're crumbs that he's giving you. Who is it going to benefit? How many black people that's in college, that's got student loan debts? It's not going to you, maybe a handful, maybe a few. But for the most part, you're not going to benefit from that. That's not going to put food on your table. That's not going to pay your utility bills. Wintertime is coming. And do you really want the Democrats in office during the wintertime? For those of you like in New York, where you have to pay high utility bills just to stay warm. Is that what you want? And you're still voting Democrat? It makes no sense to me. So why move to Texas and Republican states and you're still going to vote Democrat? The same program. For those of you that own firearms, you Democrats that own firearms, they're taking away your Second Amendment. They're taking away your Second Amendment while releasing criminals into the street. New York City is not safe no more. People are being attacked in broad open daylight. And you're content with that? Look at the homeless people in California that's living on the street. And you're content with that? Come on, y'all. You say you woke. You need to wake up. Another thing, too, is that during this election time, and I'm going to end this, they are targeting Black Americans while taking care of illegal immigrants. See, they're giving illegal immigrants, they're providing for them, but yet Black Americans are left in the cut. The only thing that you're good for is voting Democrat. That's the only thing Black Americans are good for. Now, during this, and remember I'm telling you this, what's going to happen, you're going to hear them talking about the KKK and racism and discrimination, and then you have some Black politicians stand up and talk about racism and discrimination and make you angry, and then you're going to go out and you're going to vote Democrat because they're going to make it seem like the Republicans are racist. They're going to make it seem like the Republicans are white supremacists. That's to stir up your emotions, and then you guys are going to repost it on the internet and say, see, this is KKK, but you got to realize who posted that. There's a thing where they got the Republican elephant where it's got look like 3 KKK images on the bottom, and then they deleted it. Well, who posted it? See, you got a lot of people out there pretending to be Republicans when they're not. It's negative propaganda to feed your mind so that you can vote Democrat, so that you can continue to think that the Republicans are racist, when in reality, the Democrats are the racists. So don't feed into that negative propaganda about racism and discrimination. And another thing too, is that all of these jobs, y'all quitting your jobs because you don't want to work, guess what's going to happen? You're going to end up on the bottom. And these illegal immigrants that's coming here getting these jobs, right? They're going to end up on top, and you're going to be dependent upon the government. And the government can shut off your supply anytime you don't comply. If you don't comply, you don't eat. So now you become a slave to the government. The Democrats have a history of slavery here in America. Think about that.